What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for 7 Summers by Morgan Wallen. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what are the songs by Morgan Wallen that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing you should want to know to play 7 Summers on guitar is that we're going to be in standard tuning and we are not going to need a capo to play this song. The next thing you want to know for 7 Summers is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with an intro, then go to verse, then chorus, then we're going to play once through the hook, then we're going to go to verse and chorus again, then we'll have a bridge, and then one more chorus, and then an outro to take us out of the song. And the last thing that you want to know before we dive into 7 Summers is the 5 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is C major 7. The next one is D minor. The next one is G. The next one is A minor. And the last one is F. And I'll have a beginner way to play that F chord, as well as chord charts for all the other chords in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into 7 Summers. Man, as soon as I heard that little intro guitar part in this song, I knew this was one that I had to share with you guys, and it's a lot easier to play than it sounds. So we're going to start by breaking down that little guitar part that we hear at the very beginning of the song, which is what we're playing for our intro, our outro, and the hook of the song. So we're going to start that guitar part out with a second on the G string and a first on the B string. We're going to strum those 2 strings only, and we're going to slide them up to 4th fret on the G string and 3rd fret on the B string. So it's the same shape, we're just sliding it up 2 frets, and then we're going to strum that down 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to strum those 2 strings down one more time right there, but we're going to slide it back on this last time back to the 2nd and the 1st on the G and B. So last time, this is a 5th time we're strumming down there. We're going to go, and then we're going to remove those and we're going to strum an open G and B string together. Just like that. And that part is going to repeat twice. So we're going to play what we just played twice. So one more time through that, walking through real quick. We're going to go 2nd and 1st. We're going to hit that and we're going to slide it up to 4th and 3rd. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th time, we're going to hit it and we're going to slide it back down to 2nd and 1st. And then open it up and play open G and B. Just like that. That's obviously way slowed down, but we're going to play that twice. And then we're going to go to 5th fret on the D string and 3rd fret on the G string. We're going to strum just those 2 strings together and we're going to slide them up 2 frets to 7th and 5th. So we've got 5th and 3rd. We're going to strum, slide up to 7th and 5th on the same strings. And then we're going to hit 5th on the D string. And then we're going to go up to 5th on the A string. We're going to hit that A string and slide it up to 7th and then back down to 5th, all in one motion. So we're going to go just like that. So one more time. Just like that. And that's the end of that little pattern that plays there for our intro, hook, and outro. Just like that. So one more time walking through that whole entire thing before we do an actual playthrough of that, because it's kind of a lot. This is a lot of slides, so it's not a super complicated pattern. Like I said, I feel like this is a little easier than it sounds, but if you're not very familiar with slides, this will be kind of new to you. So this is actually a good place to start with slides. But again, like I said, let's do a little walkthrough of this together one more time, all the way through, and then we'll do a couple of playthroughs so that you guys can see what it actually looks like without me talking. So we'll start here, 2nd and 1st on the G and B strings. We're going to hit that, slide up to 4th and 3rd. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th time, we're going to hit it and slide back down. And then open G and B. And then we're going to repeat that same thing again. So we're going to hit 2nd and 1st. Slide it up. And on the 5th time, we're going to slide it back down. And we're going to open it up. And then we're going to do 5th and 3rd on the D and G strings. We're going to hit those and we're going to slide it up to 7th and 5th. And then we're going to go 5th on the D string. And then we're going to go all in one motion. A string, 5th fret, slide up to 7th, and then back down to 5th. Just like that. That's going to repeat twice for our intro, once for our hook, and I believe twice for the outro as well. I might be misremembering that. I think it's twice for intro and outro, once for hook. So guys, that's that whole guitar part that plays for those parts, the intro, outro, and hook. A couple of times through that without me talking slowly first so that you can make sure you have all the right stuff in all the right places will look about like this. And from there, guys, things start to get a lot easier because for the rest of the song, we're just going to be using a couple different chord progressions with one strum pattern. So the first chord progression we're going to take a look at is the one that we're using for all of our verses and for our bridge. That chord progression is going to be C major 7, C major 7 again, and F again. So basically, we're just playing C major 7 for 2 measures, and F for 2 measures, repeated through all of our verses and for our bridge. The strum pattern that we're going to be using for each of those chords is going to be this. We're going to go down, down, up, down, up. Just like that for each one of our chords. And again, we're playing both of these chords for 2 measures, so we'll play through that strum pattern twice for each one of those chords. So a little playthrough of what that'll look like is about like this. We'll start with our C major 7, because that's our first chord. We'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. Just like that, repeated through all of our verses and our bridge. Guys, a couple of times through that verse and bridge chord progression with that strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And from there, guys, the only other thing that you need to know to play 7 Summers on guitar is what we're playing for our choruses. For our choruses, we're going to have a chord progression that's going to play through 3.5 times, which sounds kind of weird, but it'll make sense in just a second. And then we're going to use that same exact strum pattern that we just used for each chord. So let me show you what we're doing for chords first. Our chord progression for our choruses is going to be D minor, G, C major 7, and A minor. We're going to play through that 3 times, and then we're going to play through it once more, but we're only going to go through D minor, and we're going to finish up with a G. So on that kind of 4th time through playing that chord progression, we're just going to cut it in half and end on the G. And then like I said, guys, we're going to use that same exact strum pattern that we used for our verses for each chord in our chorus. So our D minor is our example here. That strum pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, up for each chord. So a little walkthrough of our chord progression with that will look about like this. We'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. We'll repeat that 3 times, and then we'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And that's going to take us out of our chorus. So guys, once all the way through that chorus chord progression with that strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Seven Summers on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 790 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what songs I'm jamming on, where I'm traveling right now, or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. And lastly guys, if you want to support the channel and get your name in the credits at the end of each new guitar tutorial, you can hit up my Patreon at patreon.com/thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below as well. Guys, it's been a while since we learned any new country music on this channel, and as soon as I heard Seven Summers and heard that little intro outro lick thing that just kind of plays a couple of times throughout the song, I knew we had to learn this one. That part is so fun to play, and the rest of this song is fairly beginner friendly. The part that I had the most fun learning was that intro and outro part, because it's one of those guitar pieces that actually sounds more complicated to play than it actually is, but it's pretty simple and pretty fun to play. There's a few kind of weird shapes, and if you're not very comfortable with sliding, or if you maybe haven't done much of that yet, that might be something new to you, but once you get that part down, get that slide down, it's actually not too terribly difficult. It just takes a little bit of practice to get that motion down, but it's a lot of fun to play. And like I said, the rest of the song is pretty much just chord progressions and strum patterns. It's pretty repetitive throughout the rest of the song. So it's a fairly beginner friendly song once you get that intro and outro part down. So guys, I had a lot of fun learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.